Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lucia and today I'm going to be guiding you through a nice yoga flow with a focus on the upper body, especially in the shoulders, so that we can create a little bit of space and release some tension, especially if you work all day, whether you do a lot of things physical or you just surround a lot by being on your computer and on your desk. So I think you're gonna love it. You don't need any props unless, as always, you want to make yourself more comfortable for your own practice. Just feel free to choose wherever you think you're gonna need. And then we're gonna start by laying down today on our back. Keeping the knees bent with the feet a little bit wider than your hips so that your knees can drop in. Resting your hands at the bottom of your belly. Begin to connect with your physical body and with your breath. Keeping your eyes closed to keep your awareness inward. Noticing the rise and the falls of your belly as you breathe. Just noticing that by bringing your awareness to your breath, maybe you feel that you want to change the way you're breathing. Maybe you need to take a deeper inhalation. Maybe you need a side out, or just a longer and softer exhalation. Give yourself what you need right now. Taking here another few moments of stillness. Acknowledging all that is going on inside ourselves, whether it's something physical or emotional. Also being open to any correlation between these two. Very often, the physical can become emotional, and so also the emotional can become physical. Begin to bring your feet in line with your hips. To press down into your heels, to lift the lower back and the middle back. Bringing the shoulder blades closer towards one another, keeping the elbows pressing down. You can keep your hands for a moment, sort of in contact with your hips. Squeezing the glutes and then slowly releasing down. Again, press down into your feet, they're hip distance apart. Lift the hips, press down into your elbows, squeeze your glutes a little bit higher and feel the chest lifting up towards your chin. Suck the belly button in and then slowly come back down. And we take last one, inhale, lift, squeeze. Lift the chest. Thin your waist by sucking the belly button in. And then slide the right hand under your spine. So the back of your hand is in contact with your middle back. Your right elbow is out, and then drop the hips down. Make sure that your elbow is fine, then your shoulder is fine. So you're pressing down your hand with your palm towards the mat with your spine. If it's too far up, feel free to slide it a little bit lower down, maybe towards your middle back. Sorry, your lumbar spine rather. Or if you feel that you can go a little bit more up, then again readjust according to you. What's best for you? Feel this nice stretch into your right shoulder. Try to square the hips and the shoulders as well. Keep your breath intentional. And maybe rock your head side to side as you keep this shape. Take another couple of breaths here. And then stop the movements with your head. Maybe reposition your feet if you have to, closer to your glutes, in line with your hips. Place the left arm alongside the body so that you can use it as support. Inhale to lift the hips up and extend the right arm towards the side. Lift your hips a little bit higher. Squeeze the shoulder blades closer toward one another. Squeeze the glutes. Keep the knees parallel to one another without them to open up towards the side. Squeeze, suck the belly button in, and then begin to position the left hand towards your middle back or lumbar spine. Left elbow stays out, and place the left hand, whatever you want to start with the palms facing down. And then slowly come back down with your spine. And allow the weight of your upper body to just open up your left shoulder a little bit more. Keep the right hand, whatever it feels good. I feel I want to have on my belly just to have a deeper connection with myself, a deeper sense of grounding. Trying to soften into the upper body without resisting with the left arm to this shape. Allow it to open up towards the side and really feel the softening coming from within. So if you can breathe there and let go of any tension, even if it's just a little bit at a time. It can be hard to find full ease and relaxation in a pose. And we might need just a little bit of time so that we can go slowly. Also acknowledge any differences between your right and left sides. Again, you can gently rock your head side to side. If that adds any extra feeling, any extra sensation. Good. And then take another couple of breaths. And then replace your right arm alongside your body with the palm facing down. Press down into your feet to lift the hips up and slowly extend the left arm. Squeeze the hips, bring them a little bit higher. Squeeze the belly button in to feel the waist getting thinner, lifting the chest. And this time, clasp your hands behind your lumbar spine. Bringing the palms together and bringing the shoulder blades a little bit closer to one another. Feel a stretch to the back of your neck as well. Feel the glutes engage for 3, 2, and on 1. Slowly release your hands and soften the spine down. Hug the knees towards your chest. Massage the spine. Keep the collarbones nice and open. And then begin to rock back and forth, giving your spine a nice massage. And then finding a seated position. Coming back onto your hands and knees. Untucking the toes. Inhale to open up into the spine. And exhale to round. Inhale to arch the spine. And exhale to round. Pushing down into the hands. Rounding the upper body. And then slowly shift the hips back towards your heels. And drag your body up into a seated pose onto your shins. Lifting your arms up towards the sky. And then interlace the fingers and bring the palms behind your head. Inhale to arch the spine here. And exhale to round, bringing the chin towards the chest. Inhale, arch. Lay your head towards your hands. Exhale to round. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, come to a neutral spine. Open your elbows. So first, realign your head with your sacrum. And then open your elbows towards the side. Move your hands away from your head. Keeping the elbows pushing towards the back. Keep a long neck. And then release the crossing in your fingers and open your arms in a V shape. Bringing the arms parallel to the floor and start bringing the thumb facing forward and facing down. Rolling the shoulders inward. And then begin to bend your elbows to bring the back of your hands towards your lumbar spine and rest it there. Good. Then again, open your elbows and hover the hands off your lumbar spine, opening into the collarbones, and extend the arms wide, flipping the thumbs facing forward and up, arms into a V shape to rebend the elbows and place the hands behind your spine. Your skull. Open your elbows, your hands are touching, and then hover the hands off your head. We do 2 more like that. Extend, this is number 2. Begin to turn your thumbs forward and down, bending into the elbows. The back of your hand will face your spine, and they're resting onto your lumbar spine. Open the elbows, hover the hands, re-extend the arms, thumbs facing forward and up, V shape with your arms and hands behind your skull. We finished number 2. Reopen into the elbows, hands away from your head, V shape, thumbs facing down and back of the head towards the lumbar spine. Rest, hover, re-extend, and re-externally rotate your arms, V shape, hands behind your head. Open the chest as you inhale. Nice. And exhale to squeeze the head towards your chin towards your chest and massage the back of your neck. Moving the chin side to side. And then releasing your hands. Right hand towards the outside of your right hip. Swing the left arm over to the side of the body, lifting the hips. And then lower down, left hand to the left side. Lift the hips, stretch the right side of the body. One more time each side, right hand. And come back. And left. To come back. Bring the arms out wide. Again, we flip the thumbs facing down to find a reverse prayer with the back, to the back of our spine. If reverse namaskar is too intense for you today, then feel free to make two fists so that you can open up into the collarbones. Whatever you choose to be, then lift onto your knees. Shift away into your left knee to step the right foot forward into a low lunge. Shifting the hips forward, rolling the shoulders back and down away from the ears, and feel the chest opening. Lift the chest towards the sky. Breathe. Lengthen through the throat. And then slowly bring the hips back, extending the right leg, keeping the chest open. Is an active half split here. Keep the shoulders nice and open. And rebend the front knee. Tuck the left toes under. High lunge. Inhale here. Exhale to lean forward into a warrior three. Get some momentum. Hold here for 3. Long neck for 2. And on 1, both feet together to the top of the mat. Inhale to open up the spine, lengthen up. And exhale to release the arms. Inhale, lengthen up the spine, arms reaching up. Exhale to fold down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back into your plank pose. Lower down, chaturanga. Feel free to bend your knees. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. Feel free to move around here. We stay 3 breaths. Or stay still if you prefer. Listen to your body. If that's the first downward facing dog of your day, then maybe you want to move around. And then slowly stop the movements. Lean forward, high plank, and drop the knees down, untuck the toes. Sit onto your heels, left hand towards the left hip. Inhale to shift the hips forward, extend the right body. Exhale to come back down, right hand to the right foot. Left arm reaches to the side. One more time, each side. My knees are popping. And slowly come back down. Lift the hips, open your arms, thumbs facing down. Same thing, you can do opposite. You can do fists or reverse prayer. Palms together, roll the shoulders back and down. Shift the weight into your right knee. Stabilize the posture and then step the left foot forward. Sink your hips down, opening into the chest, into the throat. Create space in your neck. Take another breath. And then shift the hips back into an active half split. You can keep a micro bend into your left knee. It's actually safe here. Re-bend into the front knee. Tuck the right toes under. High lunge, opening the chest. And then lean forward into your warrior three, finding stability. Breathe here. Here as well, keep a nice bend into your left knee. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Step the right foot to meet the left and open the chest. Inhale. Exhale, release the hands. Inhale, open your arms to the sides and up. Exhale to fall down, bending the knees. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to your Vinyasa, maybe a Chaturanga, maybe a knees, chest and chin, Cobra or up dog, and downward facing dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. And exhale 3. Inhale, forward high plank. Exhale, slowly hover the knees down, untuck the toes. Lean back, right hand to the right ankle. Inhale to open. Exhale to come down. We do only one each side. Hips forward, inhale. Exhale to come back down. Inhale to lift both hips. Exhale to reach back with your hands, fists or palms together. Inhale, opening through the chest and shoulders. Lean towards the left side as you exhale. Step the right foot forward into a high lunge, opening into the collarbones and the throat. Inhale. Exhale, shift the hips back into that active splits. Into a high lunge as you inhale. Exhale, warrior one. Stay here, inhale. And then bend to the right knee. Land the left foot behind you. Warrior two, keeping the hands as they are. Either fists or reverse prayer. Feel free to readjust the stance. If you need, bend the front knee and open the hips, tuck in the tailbone under. Keep looking forward. Stay here with the chest open, and then slowly release the right hand and bring it towards the right thigh. Look over towards the left shoulder, and you can slide the left hand towards the right inner thigh for a half bind. Maybe you want to go deeper with your right hand inside your right foot. Keep peeling the left shoulder open. Stay here for 3, 2, and on 1, look down. Slowly come back up, reversing triangle, extending the right leg. Inhale. And exhale. Fall forward to frame the front foot. Pyramid pose, squaring the legs. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward and then walk the hands closer towards the back of the mat with the fingers facing behind you. And gently bend the back knee to lean a little bit more back. Opening into the chest and maybe lifting the right toes. fold forward again, normal pyramid, and rebend the left knee, right toes reaching up. Last one, rebend and fold. Hands framing the front leg, lengthening the spine as you inhale. And exhale to step the right leg back and up towards the sky, bend the knee and opening to the hip. Keep the hips nice and square. And then slowly step the right shin behind you, bending the left knee into a wild thing variation. Press down into the left foot. Inhale, extend the right arm. Breathe here. Exhale your right hand behind your spine, your skull. Open the chest and the throat. Inhale. And exhale. Step back into downward facing dog. Inhale for your vinyasa of choice. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward into a high plank. Exhale, drop the knees down, untuck the toes, lean back, left hand to the left foot, open the chest. Inhale for the side stretch. Knees still popping. Exhale the other side. Inhale and exhale, fold. Sit. Inhale, lift back up, open your arms, reach behind you, palms together. Reverse prayer, shoulders back and down. Inhale. Exhale, lean towards the right side and step the left foot forward. Inhale, create space in your neck, lean forward, low lunge. Exhale, hips back, half split, toes up. High lunge as you inhale. Exhale for warrior 3. Toes pointing down. Find stability. Long neck, toes pointing down. And then begin to open the hips as you bend the front knee. And we land into warrior 2 shape. With the legs keeping the arms as they are. Roll the shoulders back and down. Adjusting your stance, open the hips and the chest so that they are in the same line. And then look forward. Activate the outer left hip so that your left knee is not dropping inward. Take another breath. And then slide the left arm away. And place the left forearm on your left thigh. And then open up into a side angle variation. Bring in the right hand towards the left inner thigh so that we can open the chest a little bit more. Sliding the right shoulder away from the ear and towards the back. And then maybe you reach down with your left hand. But don't force yourself into a pose that your body doesn't want to take right now. Another breath here. And then exhale to look down. And then inhale, come up, reverse triangle, extend the right leg, slide the right hand towards the right thigh. Inhale. And exhale. Both hands reaching forward to frame the front foot and square the legs and the hips. Brother. Pyramid shape, inhale. And exhale here. Walking the hands towards the back leg, finger facing away from you. Bend the right knee and lean back. Lift the left toes. Come back down. We do that twice more, bending the right knee, left toes reaching up. And then last one. And we stay here. And then frame your leg, your foot, with your hands. And step the left foot behind you. Three-legged dog. Bending the knee, opening the hips. And again, we're going to slide the left shin down. So maybe you're going to touch with your toes first and then point your toes so that we are in a baby wall thing here. Extending the left arm forward and then reaching with your hand for the back of your skull. Push the hips forward to the sky, the chest as well. Inhale and nice exhale. Slowly prepare to come back, look to the top of the mat. Lift the hips, left hand lands, and back to downward facing dog. Inhale forward into a high plank, and exhale, lower all the way down and reposition yourself. Cactus your arms, elbow and shoulders in the same line, and then create 90-degree angles into your elbow joint. Place the left hand under your left shoulder and we roll into a back stretch. Little twists in the spine and the upper body. Breathe here. Begin to soften the breath. And slowly come back to center. Change side, reposition your elbow. Make sure that you have that 90-degree shape. Left ear is down and then roll over to your left side. Take another breath. Coming back to center. Now we slide the right arm. And we do the same twist, but with the right arm extended. Notice how it feels right now. Left arm you can possibly go a little bit deeper here. And if so, the left arm can go up. And then you can bring the back of your left hand towards the back, towards the lumbar spine. Take an extra breath here. And then slowly coming back. Place the left hand under the left shoulder. Bring the left knee up towards the sky. And then step the left knee in line with your left hip. But in a half frog shape this time. Place your hands under your elbows under your chest to push the pubic bone down, squaring the hips and lifting the chest here. Take 3 breaths here. Pressing down with the left knee. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And then as you exhale, bring the right forearm towards your chest and then slide that right forearm to catch the left knee. Hug the outside of your left knee with your hand and then peel your left shoulder open into a twist. So you might end up into the ground. If that's fine with you, stay there. Otherwise, walk yourself back onto your mat. And then prioritize your left shoulder grounding down rather than your knee staying to the earth. Squeeze the waist, keep the chest open. And then slide back on your belly. Extending both legs. And we change side. Extend the left arm in a T shape. Right hand under your right shoulder. Press yourself back into that twist and the chest opening. Right arm is reaching up. And then maybe behind you with your right palm facing away from you. And the back of your hand in contact with your lumbar spine. Take another breath. And then uncross your right hand. Place it under the right shoulder. Lift the right knee off the floor. And we step it into a half frog shape. Right knee in line with the hips. Right heel in line with the knee. Roll on your back. And push down with the hips. Elbows under the shoulders into the Sphinx pose. And take 3 breaths here. When you finish with your next breath, left forearm crosses under your right shoulder, right knee, and we open up into the twist on the other side. Right shoulders touches the earth, right knee can lift. Last breath. And then slowly come back to center. Press down into your arms and lean back into an active child's pose. So bring the hips towards your heels and really extend your arms forward. Stay on the tip of your fingers. So your palms are facing up, the arms are to the outside of your ears, and really activate the sides of the body. Even if your head is not touching down, try to soften your neck. And hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your palms and forearms down. Slide your arms forward for a puppy pose so that your hips and knees are on the same line and your glutes are not in contact with your heels anymore. Forehead down or maybe your chin down. And slowly drag yourself back onto your heels for a little camel pose. Feel free to walk a little bit more forward if you need. So our option to repeat those slides, side body stretch if you don't want to take a camel pose. Otherwise, Lift onto your knees. Bring your hands behind you with your palms towards your lumbar spine, fingers facing down or facing up. Rolling the shoulders back and down. And then begin to push the hips forward as you lift the chest up. Squeeze the belly button towards the spine. And if you feel comfortable, then you can reach down for your heels, leaning back. Push the hips forward again. If you need, you can tuck your toes under. Keep the neck engaged. And then slowly come back up. Pushing the hips back onto your heels. Take a moment with your palms or the back of your hands on your thighs. Taking a little moment to observe. And then decide if you want to do a second one and your last one, or if you want to maybe stay here in a little meditation for a little bit longer, or maybe going into a child's pose. Otherwise, with me, prepare for another one. You can go straight with your hands down, toes tucked or untucked, leaning back to catch the heels, and then push the hips forward. Slowly coming back up, pushing the hips back, taking a moment into a seated meditation. And then we go for a little twist. Right hand behind you, lengthen the spine, left hand on the outside of your right knee, opening towards the back, squeezing the waist, squeezing the legs towards one another. Exhale to release. Change side, left hand behind you, right hand on the outside of your knee. Squeeze the waist. And come back to center. Lean towards one side to extend your legs. And slowly roll down, squeezing the knees towards your chest. Bringing your head, your hands behind your spine, behind your skull. Bring the right elbow towards the left knee, connecting the left knee and the right elbow, and then extending the right leg forward, keeping your shoulders lifted, squeezing the core. Stay here and then slowly come back to center and down, and we change side. Squeeze the left elbow with the right knee, lift the shoulders a little bit higher, and then extend the left leg. And then we're going to do a more dynamic, keeping the core squeeze, and then change side. Right elbow, left knee, extend the right leg. We do it slow to really decompress the spine and reactivate the core. changing side, taking a full breath in each shape, and keep the lumbar spine nice and grounded. Take one more each side, to the left and to the right. And then slowly back down. And extend your arms. If you need anything else right now, feel free to do it. Or if you're ready, just take a moment to chill, to rest into your Shavasana, or maybe into a reclined Baddha Konasana, with your knees wide apart and the sole of the feet together. Inhaling all the way in and all the way out, exhaling. Again, inhale in through the nose all the way, holding at the top, sipping in a little bit more, and then through the mouth, let it all go. Again, inhale through the nose, hold at the top, sip a little bit more air, and through the mouth, exhale. And take your last one. Inhale, hold at the top, sip a bit more air, exhale through the mouth, and settle into your Shavasana. Reconnect with your breath and with your body. Moving your toes and fingers and wrists and head. Taking a stretch if you like, and maybe a yawn. Taking all the time that you need. And then when you're ready, hug the knees towards your chest. Unless you choose to stay in your Shavasana a little bit longer, and please feel free to do so. Otherwise, give yourself a big hug before leaning towards your favorite side. And before coming back to a seated position with your eyes closed, taking a moment to coming back to your body and to your breath, to observe your posture from within, to observe any shifts that the practice brought into your physical body and also emotional body and spiritual body. Notice any sensation that comes up. Experience it through the breath. And then bring your palms together to the center of your chest. And before we close the practice, I invite you to dedicate the energy that you cultivated through our today's class towards someone of your choice, someone that you think might need your support right now, maybe someone far from you that you want to send your love and gratitude, or anyone else that pops up in your mind for your own reason. Just dedicate your energy to them. And then bow your head towards your heart. It's a sign of gratitude towards yourself and your practice. Namaste. Thank you for choosing to practice with me today. I hope you love this class, and please let me know in the comments. Feel free to reach out if you have any requests or feedback or anything else that you would like to chat about. Maybe you have any questions. Just feel free to get in contact with me. And please thumbs up if you like this practice and subscribe to the channel for more. And I'll see you next class.